Welcome back, guys. I'm Laura Wilkie, and we are a homeschool family of 9. We're currently road schooling, and today we are taking our family to the Little House on the Prairie Museum. So here we are at the official site. This is the actual location of where their home was. Some of the buildings they have moved and put here, and some of them they've rebuilt and put here, but this is the actual location. You can stand where they stood and look out across the prairie and, imagine what life was like. Admission is $5 for adults, $3 for kids, and they have an amazing gift shop. So if you're into that, we were. Okay, so we're actually studying American history this school year. So if you haven't checked out that video, you need to go check that out, see all what we're going to be doing. But this is super exciting. I was so excited to come here. We've read several books in this series. This year on our read aloud list is the one titled Little House on the Prairie. So this is just perfect for us. Just kind of walk around and envision what it would have been like if we had been living in that time. We did think it was a little hot for summers and no ACs, but you know how that goes.
Ready to move in?
I like this.
How cute! Would you guys like to live here?
Yes. No.
The summers would have been.
I am not living here.
Yes.
I live here.
Oh, was this where the babies slept?
Oh yeah, those things where you sleep on them. That's what they used to. Like that's what I baby kids sleep on.
Right. Should we put our baby there too?
Oh, hot air.
Wow.
Hot air. Let's live here.
Look at the chairs.
Let's live here, Daddy.
Okay, so this is pretty cool. It is a map showing you where they lived when each book was taking place. So you can kind of see how they traveled around. They didn't stay in one spot and which spot this was. So where we are right now is that very bottom at the very bottom of Kansas. The history, the educational opportunities, there is just so much here. We've got the buildings, we've got the old carriages, they've got a post office, is that smaller white building we're about to visit, and a schoolhouse. They moved it here, right?
Yeah, it says in 78, I think it's closed in 77 by the post office. So this was operated until our parents were 25. This was the post office in the town
Oh my gosh.
when our parents were 25.
Guys, how cute!
Daddy, look, look at that picture.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln, that's a good.
Guys, look at this.
That's where you put your letter in.
How do you open them? Guys, look at it. Only some of them. Guys, look
That
at
chain means you don't go that
this.
way.
Yeah.
Guys, look, that was right.
That's where the workers worked. They worked on the other side. Oh, he does? The cabin is going to be Eli's new home by himself. Wow. One room. $25 a month for a 4-month term.
How many years there was fan in here, guys? There was fan in here all the time.
Expensive.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, they do have a glow. That's so cute.
That's how many houses.
It said 1870.
So this is so fascinating to me. We're a large family, and just visiting the little schoolhouse is so fascinating for me, and envisioning all the different grade levels, teaching all the different ages at the same time. It's so real for us. So this is right in my element. I love this. I'm just seeing so many things. Like if I had a little schoolroom, we don't have that anymore, but if I had a little schoolroom still, so many things I would want to just make it special. Look, they have the McGuffey readers. Those are actually not, they're originally old, but those versions are the newer versions. Now this I don't think was actually in the schoolhouse, but this is set up like a little pharmacy, and there are actually gross leeches over there. I mean, not real ones, but a jar that says leeches. How gross. But this is set up just to show you, I guess, what the medicine would have looked like. I had to get a picture of this dictionary. Look how huge this is. Can you imagine looking up a word in this dictionary? Okay, so some of the information you learn while you're here, it's even on their website, but one of the ways that they knew this was the site of where their homestead had been was because of this hand-dug well. I cannot imagine building a well by hand, but it was described in the books, and when they located it, they knew that this was where this part of their history and part of their story had taken place. It's just amazing. So this has been a fun visit to the Little House Museum. It doesn't take real long. This was actually the second stop of the day. But we had brought our RV with us because we were heading on. So we brought popsicles, enjoyed those, took a few last minute pictures, and then took off. Well, now we are heading on. We're moving our RV to our next stop, which is in Dodge City. This is the next morning. We got in too late to do much of anything that evening, but this morning we are making a quick stop, a little touristy stop up to see the train that they have on display there in the little downtown portion of Dodge City. But since our RV park today has a playground, we're going to take advantage of that first while Daddy gets the RV packed up and ready to go. So this engine actually dates back to 1903. We visited and explored a little bit and learned how steam engines work, but we really didn't do much here. We didn't get to do the Boot Hill Museum or any of that, which is nearby. It looked fun, but we just did not have time. Good job. Here we go. We are heading to Ogallala, Nebraska. I probably just butchered that, but we are heading to our very first KOA Journey RV park. We have never been to a KOA before, so we are excited. I hear lots of great things about them, so we're going to see what kind of great things are here. Okay, right off the bat, look at how awesome our spot is. There is a grill, a propane grill, a spot for our puppy to play by herself. This is a little fire pit, chairs, patio, all kinds of cool stuff. There's even a water hose. I love this so much. Of course, you have to pay a little bit more to stay here. It's about double the cost of just a regular one, so it's not something we would do all the time. But it worked out well today because we needed to stop somewhere where we could just kind of have a little bit of a break, and it's got a playground and we could just relax and hang out. Daddy's getting us all set up right now. Okay, so some of the other amenities that were offered here, there was a gaga ball pit, there were some activities going on. We didn't take part in all of that. There was laundry services, so we did use that, but as a place to just have a little bit more home-like, it was perfect. All right, stay tuned. We are heading to Hot Springs, South Dakota, 5 hours away, and we are super excited because at this stop, we are staying for more than one night. Join us next time. If you haven't already, please subscribe and follow along on Instagram and Facebook.